Hi guys, welcome back to the shop. Alright, we made her to the farm. Marley's in front of the fan cooling down because it is a toasty one out there today. By the time got that compressor in the back of the truck, I had the toe soaking wet with sweat. And Lisa, I couldn't have done it without Lisa. And unfortunately, when we were trying to get it in the back of the truck, it slipped and she got her arm between it and the side of the barn. So she's hurting. She can move her fingers, but so I don't think it's broke. It's just she's gonna have a heck of a bruise out of that one. So yeah. I remembered almost everything. I got a couple pieces of roofing metal. Got the compressor. Got the fuel tank. For that, I forgot the gallon of roof patch that I have out there. So we'll see. And now, I think I knocked out freaking 4 or 5 mud dauber nests out of the freaking compressor lids. So, I'm going to have to get that compressor probably in the garage because I have to check it out. I don't know anything about it. I've got to see if it takes oil or it's an oilless. I don't know anything about it. If it all works and everything seems good with it, I want to rig up a drain with like a quarter turn ball valve so I can just reach in there and crack it and let her blow the water out of the tank. But other than that, I've got to get that stuff out of the back of Lisa's truck and at least get that compressor in here so I can pull the rest of the lids off, make sure there's no nests, make sure the air filter's still good, see what I'm working with. And no rain through Wednesday. Thursday, it's there's a chance of rain every day, Thursday on, for the 10-day forecast. So this all has to get wrapped up by Wednesday. Because old Patches needs to be back in the ground back in the tent before the rain comes in. So that little short video, I will. When you see this, it'll be yesterday, but I loaded up was because I took that with my work phone. I tried to transfer it to this, and my video editing wouldn't accept it. So it was either not show it or send it by itself. So that's what you guys got. Anyways, let me see if I can get the truck unloaded. Alright, let's see what we all got. I've been sitting down in my chair because getting that thing in the truck kicked my butt. Lisa was supposed to go to her sister's, but getting her arm crushed, she's not doing so good. So, and that's a swing. There's her one swing I hung up for her. I'm not sure where she's going to put this swing. Kind of running out of branches. There's the fuel can. I can't really tell what kind of compressor it is. Looks like an old oilless one, but I'll have to get it out of here. And we have some roofing metal. So let me get this stuff out of here. Try and figure out how to get that compressor into that garage without further hurting anybody or myself, because I gotta go to work tomorrow. Alrighty, guys. Alright, there's dirt daubers in there. That was full of white, whatever. There's a dirt dauber nest. There's another one back in there. And I'm not even really sure what the...
2 of them fell out while we were moving it.
I think we lost more than that. I'm not even sure what all this white powder is. So, I gotta get this off and clean the rest of this up and see if there's some way I can turn it over, see if it's free or not. Alrighty. Alrighty, guys. I got it in here. There was dirt daubers built up in the motor, in the covers. I got a little more cleaning to do on that. Same with them covers. There was dirt daubers everywhere on this thing. So she's a twin piston. And there's still mud from the dirt daubers on some of this. She does turn. That is supposed to be a squirrel cage to blow air up into the pistons, so it needs a new squirrel cage. Apparently the mice ate all of it off. And these are the sleeves for the pistons. The rods are running up in there. And I don't know, she's not looking too kosher. I can feel grooves up in there. So, I've been doing a little research. That squirrel cage is about 25 bucks. And you can get a sleeve, gasket, and compression ring for about 25 bucks. So, for about 75 bucks, I could put a new squirrel cage on here, put new sleeves and compressor rings, and seal it all back up for about 75 bucks. I wish I had 220 out here. I'd really like to know if that motor was any good. So, I think that's the next thing I need to do. If that motor's good, then I can pop the heads off and put new sleeves and rings in there. A little bolt holds the squirrel cage on. The big nut is what holds the rods on for the pistons. From what I've seen, the replacement rods are not the same as the originals. And there's something different about them. But I don't know. I'll pull this apart. I need to see if that freaking motor's any good. And then pop her apart. Looks like I'm spending some money to get this going. Where is it? There's the on-off valve for the... And that's not going to do it. I'm not having that as a shut-off valve for the freaking air. So it needs a quarter-turn ball valve put on there. The gauge looks like it's in good shape. The switch still works. I need to put some 220, which this is just 12-2 wire. Somebody was trying to do something with this. I don't think they ever had it running out there. They got tape around the exhaust. This was open. This was just hanging there. But they did have it screwed all to the floor. So it's like somebody started to install it out there, but never got around to finishing it. So the air filter was still in it and in good shape. So I'm not really sure why the cylinder walls are chewed up. And I think that if I got some cleaner, this thing would turn out, it's in pretty nice shape. Oh. 1995. So she's 30 years old. That's what the plate says. 95 and the sticker. I've seen it someplace. Somewhere on there it said. Oh, good Lord. Anyways, it says 95 on the plate. So yeah, she's 30 years old. And there's still dirt dauber stuff falling out of it. I think she cleaned up pretty nice. So I have to figure out a way to test that freaking motor. And then looks like I gotta do a little rebuild on the freaking compressor side of it. So that's probably gonna be enough for today. Alrighty guys. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.